Welcome back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to our Aksum campaign on Total War Attila, episode 4. Hope you guys are doing well today. I like and subscribe as always. But without further ado, to catch up to speed, we've suffered quite a few setbacks in this campaign. 4 episodes in, and we are struggling to survive as the Sassanid Empire, just like in our Palmyra campaign, are coming for our throats and proving to be rather troublesome. In this campaign, it's a little more noticeable and it immediately, as Palmyra did take some time, but they're definitely on our door, and I recommend checking that out if you are not watching it and you want to see more Total War gameplay. Without further ado, I have changed. I've removed the realistic battle mod. Perhaps that is what's doing it, as I don't normally play with that. I used the Archer realistic trajectory one, and I figured the home mod would be good, but perhaps I need a bit more experience. So we're going to see if that makes a difference, see if that changes the way the battles feel and gives us maybe a bit more staying power. But we do need to defend Omana from an invading Persian force full of cavalry range. Actually, they do have an honor and they have some... They got about 6 range there, and I'm sure they have... Yeah, they got a crap ton of hurlers. So will we win? Who knows? Let's find out. And welcome everybody to the Battle of Omana, the defense of the spice port. I do apologize if I might have a bit of a lisp during this recording, but I just got back from the dentist, and unfortunately the area that they had to work on, for some reason, hates being touched, and they have to numb it to all hell. But maybe that'll be a little entertaining for you guys. But if not, we do have the defense, and thankfully we are heavily outnumbered, but well, Attila's defensive sieges are some of the best in Total War when it comes to being able to actually just hold on with very minimum numbers. Thankfully, the enemy have put all their cavalry up here in the settlement, allowing our mounted skirmishers to go and deal with these mercenary onagers as they miss all our units. Good. And allowing our skirmishers to destroy the mercenary Persian mounted warriors. They are going to try and get through, but we have our legionary defectors braced and ready for them. Even the general getting involved in this engagement. Which, upon noticing that, we are going to send our spearmen in there to try to lock him down. Meanwhile, the enemy are landing at the beaches. A bunch of Persian levy forces and brigades, while their fleet menacingly sits out over here, waiting. But with that, the mercenary onagers have been routed, and we're going to pull that horse unit back, while our other one moves around the flank here to get these archers. We are targeting and hitting some of them, but a lot of our arrows are hitting the roof. So a good bit of wasted ammunition, sadly. But it appears the enemy are going to funnel through this one area over here. We must brace and be ready for battle. Our poor little naval hurler is doing what they can. Oh, looks like they actually got a kill. Yep, he's dead. But up the ramparts they come. Slow and steady. Thankfully, our desert spears will hold pretty well against them. Or at least I thought they would. Huh. The brigade has 55 attack, which is actually way better than our melee defense. I didn't even see that. So they're gonna crush the spears. Wow. I'm gonna remember that for future use. They're extremely good on the attack. We are using our cav, though, to the best of the ability to kill the general, lock him down, making sure him and the cataphracts can't leave. And our nomads are going to be dealing with the mounted bowmen over here. Thankfully, we're gonna win any type of engagement here due to their very few numbers. I thought it will only leave one left to deal with. Moving back to the action, we have started to rout the cataphracts, and the general is not far behind them. They're starting to be covered in blood. This man, he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. So we are beating them back. The general is wavering and losing, and he will rout. Our main concern is over here against the Persian brigade, which, now that I see their attack levels, I definitely understand why our desert spears weren't doing the best. Which makes me really think I should probably change up my... Oh wow, the Raw's Guard are not even that good. 45 defense. Even in shield wall. For shield screen, my bad. Duly noted. Duly noted. Thankfully, we are keeping them collected on that one point, allowing most our forces to get over there and to get around the enemy. But, yeah, we've encircled them as much damage as they are doing to us in this area here. And with the general dealt with, we don't have to worry about him. They are landing more and more troops, though. So we really want to get around them as soon as we can. I love how colorful the enemy is. It's so interesting. But they do appear to be chasing our cavs, so we are going to try to get our desert spears involved in the flanking maneuver. Try and catch the enemy. Yeah. Against Persian skirmishers, the spearmen should be fine. And it allows our cav to flank around through the shipyards to go in for the main blob here. And one thing Attila is really good at, it is morale penalties. Getting that charge in there immediately starts to waver one of the units, and a reinvigorated charge on the front line triggers a bit of a mass rout. And with that, we break 4 of their melee units pretty quickly. Meanwhile, our desert tribesmen are dealing... You're telling me the desert tribesmen have a melee defense of 39, which is higher than the boatmen. Huh. That's very interesting. It appears they might be winning this engagement, but not for long. Our mounted skirmishers will help even the numbers. Ooh, you've got a javelin in your arm, buddy. With the fall of that unit, they're down to just a couple of 1 or 2 melee units, and we're going to rout the rest of them. But somehow, even with their naval superiority, we've managed to rout the majority of the enemy, and Omana will fall to us. Well, it will remain in our hands, is what I should say. We live to see another day controlling 2 spice ports. A surprising slaughter. We managed to survive. Tazina, maybe there is a brave future ahead of you. Kicking them back. We don't really need to take on warriors. Ugh. I hate the integrity hit you get from releasing and ransoming them. Well. Pretty sure one of our achievements is to ransom and release the enemy. So we will do it where we can. That's gonna beat them back, at least for now. If they start deploying real troops, we're gonna have a real issue pretty fast, so. And that's only half of the problems that face us in today's episode. Apparently there's a spy in our back. Yeah, we can't garrison that because the Sassanids are in full swing. Sheesh. Seems like they're bringing a... Okay, so this army, not as scary unless it's on the open field. And we don't know this army, a bit more scary. But it's mainly bands of pagan. This unit is looking intimidating. So yes, a lot of things happen. You leveled up though. And we're gonna give you morale. There we go. So we beat them back. They're not recruiting anything. We're gonna let those things repair themselves. We don't have the cash. My lord. So for now, that is defended. Our king did make it out, and he can pull back to Zafar. Let's go ahead and garrison you.
Ready for orders.
6 spears, 5 swords, 4 hurlers. That's a pretty decent army. You're bringing down some hurlers, so we'll go drop them off to him. You've got a decent little full stack. Let's go over here and grab some proper forces. Let's see, 4 stack, 5 stack.
At your command.
I'd rather not risk anything.
Our Lord needs good fighters.
Sheesh, we can. I forget how much we can recruit. 4 spears. That's a pretty good amount. And then let's grab.
Are you ready to serve?
Let's do the camel warriors first. So in one turn, we'll have a pretty sizable garrison there. They don't really have much left
My lord.
to bring down upon us, which is good.
For you, my lord. Ready for battle.
We can't do anything there. And our capital, in 3 turns, we'll get a little bit more money, but our public order is going to be a problem. Difficulty -8. Man, we can't fix that. Religious differences are still going up. We are going to get a Plaza 2 next turn, which is great. I think we're at a end turn. Mazoon. That's Makran. Mazoon is the faction we destroyed over there. Yeah, I want to see. We still can't see what's in here. Just Armenian slingers. That's all we can see. And that's an admiral unit.
Ready for orders.
So yeah, we do need a full stack at Omana for sure. And Zafar. They could even try sailing to Andalus. I hope they don't do that. Great power, culture, adversion. You're literally... The struggles are real in today's episode, I'm sure. Apologize, everybody. Literally cracking all of my knuckles in front of the mic. I'm sure this sounds so lovely. Wasn't thinking about that. But Assassins, okay, so they're not immediately coming for us, which is questionable. I think they're going to. I'd rather them do it. Take Zafar. Think you can do it. Come on, please. Okay, no, it looks like they're pulling back. Perhaps they think their garrison force at Yathrib can hold. Huh. Oh gosh, sorry guys. Oh, that fleet is finally going somewhere. At half health, I really could care less. Oh, they're coming to face us again. Wow. Well, I'm really glad that we didn't disband. And they've decided not to do that. Okay, so they tried, and then they said, never mind. So that force will probably start recruiting, if I had to guess. Man, Harmosia, if we could take it, would be such a rich settlement to sack. And yeah, there's definitely a spy slaughtering our poor people at home. Nope, that's just the same too. Oh, did our agent die? Our agent has been discovered by another faction, and it looks like he's gone. Damn. Yeah, he's knocked out.
At your service.
My
lord. At your service.
Let's get you over here, actually. Yeah.
It is an honor to serve.
Looks like you're the spy now, buddy. Alright, that force has been pushed back, and that is a admiral.
Ready for orders. For honor and great glory!
We can definitely slaughter them.
Run them through!
And slaughter them we will. Take a bit of cash.
We fight for you, my lord. My lord. Ready for
It's going to level you up. That's pretty nice. Knocking down that upkeep. Get rid of some of those units. And so the hurlers are a lot, they have a lot more missile damage. Wow.
Are you ready to serve?
As long as they can hit, though.
It is a great and glorious thing to fight for our cause.
Yeah, let's keep that. 3 hurlers is pretty decent. Man, that admiral unit is getting destroyed, so once it's done, we won't have to worry about defending Adaman here anymore. Who is the better leader out of you two?
At once.
If I had to guess, probably you.
At your command.
Oh yeah, it's okay. It's definitely gonna be you.
Make haste, men.
Let's disband him.
Ready for battle. A noble cause.
Give me one more spearman.
My lord.
That did. All right, our city's repaired. Everything else will be prepared too. 3 hurlers, 4 spears. Let's grab one more camel
Our lord.
and 2 more turns until that is upgraded. So if we go down here to the courthouse, it's going to grant us +7 public order, -20 food. You know, I'm really surprised that this is apparently infertile land. That's hilarious. If we get the courthouse, we get quite a bit of public order. The polo pitch will grant a lot of money and a good bit of public order. The palace, public order, wealth, tax, champions. Pretty good, wow. The gardens, public order and wealth and agent. Okay. or the library, wealth and research. Compare that to the bazaar, money. Lots of money and spies. Food and money. We definitely don't need that. And the royal mint. Lots of money. But you need to control a gold resource and achieve a monopoly on the spice resource. We have to do a lot of things before we can get that. So that is a religious building. Public order. Man, our public order over here is 13 from buildings. We would not be struggling at all if we just didn't have the difficulty modifier. That's fine. You're going to grab us eventually a good bit of wealth, trade income, and wealth from commerce. Compared to just public order and tax, yeah, that's fine. So the courthouse will be great over there. If we ever get to develop it, you know? Elite Nubian, man, we really need a melee. That's reducing our upkeep for all units in this region. So these guys are pretty cheap. Yeah. They're pretty cheap over here.
At your command.
And of course here we're getting some decent units. Infantry quarters. All right. Let's try. We're fairly strong on Eastern Christianity over here now. Try to destroy that to get the military level that we can start recruiting Tor warriors from. That is going to be our best bet, I think.
My lord?
He's going to go spy, because if we can take Yathrib, we're going to. We did suffer quite a few blows to the family, losing 2 of our sons, Datwanis and Nizul. Sheesh. Yeah, that was a rough episode. We do thankfully have a fairly balanced political party. No one is too upset or against us. Our king is 50 though. But our heir is not too worse off, and he is pretty high up there. You're a governor. Do we have any other Latim? +5 public order is pretty good. Castellian. But it's going to give them personal influence gain. That's the big concern. Yeah, we're fine. The governor is leveled up over here. Our only remaining son. Go for that and that. Three research rate. That's fine. Man, I'm glad we managed to defend Omana. And it seems the Sassanids, ignore how I said that, the Sassanids are happy with taking Yathrib and then scurrying back to their kingdom. We just need to get a baseline. We need to get stronger mainline infantry. Well, we need to do that and have a nice range. Okay, the Lockmids, I see. Oh, okay, okay. All right, no worries. Aggressive? Bingo. And we are actually going to take that replenishment. But that is going to push back the Sassanid navy. I do think we probably could have won that too in battle, but I'd rather us try to get through a couple turns. And we're not going for the achievement where we have to play and fight every battle. Unlike the Palmyra campaign, this one is supposed to be a bit more relaxing, but it's turned out to pick up some heat pretty fast comparatively speaking to that one. Jesus. I'm having a lot of fun though, and I was discouraged in the last episode from going on, but about halfway through the week I realized that, you know, we gotta stick to it. We're gonna see it to the end. Like my Seleucid Empire campaign, while this one is far less popular, but my Seleucid Empire campaign on Parabellum was an utter defeat. We lost our whole entire campaign, but it's one of my most viewed series on my channel. Latim, this man hungry for power. Latim, master of supplies. Buddy, that is not gonna do you too good. We're gonna block that promotion. The Sassanids have gone to war with the Eastern Roman Empire. Thank God. Maybe they will go for somebody else now. Let's go ahead and get... That's going to be 4 units. This is going to be recruitment cost in general. We're going to max that out because he's going to be recruiting quite a bit. Alright, so we've beaten back most of them. The Lockmets are coming with a real army, though, at least when it comes to their range, and they've got onagers.
My lord.
We're not going to be able to get too much.
At your service.
Our spy is back.
I go.
As you command, my
Alright, so...
truth may walk in the world unarmed.
Okay. Yathrib.
We fight for you, my lord.
Lies open once more.
At your command.
The king is going to go try and reclaim it. This force definitely does not need to be down here anymore. At least for now.
Get to it, man. Ready for orders. You march. Your feet bleed.
That's
You
not
march again.
That's not really going to be worth it.
You, my lord.
But we'll try to send them that way. No concerns yet. Oh darn, we can't destroy that. Or wait, was it over here that we destroyed? No, it was over here. We tried destroying the town commons, and we can't because they're gonna keep attacking us. I really am kind of worried about their Armenian slingers. They're gonna be better than our hurlers, and we don't have a lot of cav to deal with them. We can't recruit anything either. Let's grab what we can.
At your command. Noble cause requires no
Recruit them. Oh, we're gonna lose 2 public order. A food shortage. Let's destroy that. Alright, you're 30, you're gonna give us 55. What if we go... Yeah, wheat fields are really good. That's gonna fix the food issue. And Adaman is extremely safe, so no concerns there. We're gonna go into the negative on sanitation here, I think. Shoot. You know, we're getting 70 food. 50 from there. Do we need any sanitation here? No, not really. Not yet. Unfortunately, the religious building doesn't give sanitation. We are suffering. 3 sanitation, 4 to all regions in this province. Public order and a bit of wealth for the public baths. That's not too shabby, actually. It is more important that we continue making Arabia Felix a garrison center. We could We could do that. Dismantle it this turn, see what our food looks like. Is that gonna drop it? Click to mark some funds to your treasury. Yeah, go ahead and dismantle that. It'll give us a bit of cash. So we might as well do that.
Ready for battle.
I'm not going to push war with them. Let's grab a hurler
Ready to serve? It is
and risk it and grab 2 Afar swordsmen.
fight for our
See what the Lockmids do. I do think they're going to attack us. My only concern is if they attack us and Mazaran and the Sassanid fleets join them. Our poor army down there, Omana, is barely hanging on. I'm more surprised, though, from that, I'm more surprised that the Sassanids did not push from Yathrib. We're going to see what they have. Alright, so they're menacingly sitting there, and the Sassanid fleet has pulled back. Doesn't look like they've recruited anything yet. I want to double check. They've got one line on their staff. Phew. I just got done finishing recording episode 7 of our Palmyra campaign, and that one was a doozy, especially the ending. And of course, they're going to sail back to Ottoman. I'm more worried about the mercenaries that they could recruit as a fleet at this rate. And we don't have the money, obviously, to field a fleet. Oh no, Tishai has died. Alright, so we did a good bit of that. We got some money from the wind catcher, very nice. And over here. Yeah, they're still suffering attrition. Let's go see what they got. Okay, they've got a full stack, and it's going to be full of cav.
We fight for you, my lord.
As you command, my lord.
I am no one. Ready for battle.
Can we beat them? That's a little close.
To battle!
That's pretty close.
Disengage!
Because I feel like...
My lord.
I feel like that's gonna be... And they're recruiting more to their fleet once more.
Ready for battle. Set up.
I do... Man, I hate that we have to continuously have a fleet here. Or an army. Ugh, it bugs me so much. Once this guy's dead, we'll be able to make a bit more of a move. That's 50%. Do we push Yathrib? The men of the Shah, do we push them?
We fight for you, my lord. Advance!
And we could fortify.
You there, get to work.
The benefit is they're suffering attrition. We won't be. You, though, definitely need a levy camp so we can get, yeah, the raiders. Eventually we can get the Tor warriors. And primarily what we're looking for is the Tor warriors. Yeah, everything else is not that good. Sheesh. Let's say there's a lot of other buildings I'd rather get. But unfortunately, that's just not the way the cookie crumbles. So go ahead and pick that up. And over here, we don't have enough money to get the public baths. But in 2 turns, we'll be able to recruit some desert tribes. And eventually, in a while, we'll be able to get the Tor warriors, which can replace our desert spearmen. The question is, do we attack the Lockmits? I don't think we do. I think we let them try to come to us. Let's disband those 2 extra range units. Replace them with... We've got 5 cav.
Are you ready to serve?
Get another spear. That's 5. We have okay.
It is
And another
a
far
great
swordsman.
and glorious thing to fight for our.
We're definitely not going to invest in Omana.
Ready for orders.
What would it take to raise a fleet, I wonder? They're expensive, I know that much. I definitely know they're pretty expensive. I will hold off. There's no reason that fleet... We're not going to be able to take it back anyways. Or recruit a navy to combat them. And it might actually just draw more ire of the enemy to the sea, and we don't want that. What we want is I want to see some Eastern Roman Empire action against the Sassanid foe. They're still sitting at number 1 in the strength ranking, despite the fact that they've lost most of Thrace, as the ERE normally does. They're going to lay siege to us. They're not going to attack us. Damn it. That puts a bit of damper. That's going to stop our recruitment, and that's going to start... It's not going to cost us any attrition because our port lays open. We can get supplies in that way. That's not good. But we will get the garrison as well. That could tip it in our favor enough to where we can crush them. It just depends on what their army consists of. And the rest of their satraps are not here yet. Mazaran, I really wish you would die. Please. Mazaran, please. Okay. Yeah, we're going to need to push the Lochmids back so that we can replenish our forces after the battle. We might not even get time to do that. Alright, yeah, that's fine. They're actively building over here, so...
At your service. Setting forth, my lord.
Alright.
A sword needs a whetstone. A mind needs scrolls.
Okay. So, if I had to guess, they're funneling this way.
Ready for battle. None will escape. We fight for you, my lord.
Sheesh. Five turns to make that small city worth it.
We fight for you, my lord.
Man, that general is pricey. Holy crap. Most of these armies are pricey, though. What is the garrison looking like? Mainly cav.
Ready for battle.
You know what? If we need him, we will bring him back. That'll give us, yeah, that's a good bit of cash that just came to us.
Command. For honor and great glory.
We still can't see what they have to bear, other than the fact that they have onagers. Let's try to meet them on the open field, everyone. Welcome, everybody, to the battle that we were all kind of worried about. One against a Lochmid force once more. And once again, the Eastern factions are really fielding their strengths against us. And it goes with their innumerate amount of cavalry. From the Lochmid scouts to the Desert Raiders, we are just... I don't know what we're going to do. I tried skirmishing the enemy and drawing their attention, but we are suffering some onager. Lost two... Ooh, that unit lost a good bit of men, sadly. But they're coming on our tail pretty fast, and our forces... This is going to be a rough one, everybody, so buckle up, and I do apologize if I sound a little weird. I just get back from the dentist, and I'm recording all these replays together. But we're going to need to use our camels to the best of our ability, along with being a bit aggressive with our infantry. But we don't have too long to react, as here comes the enemy. And I do actually have to pause for a moment to get these guys to stop, which you don't see, but it's to make sure that we don't accidentally make things worse. And wow, that is a lot of javelins from our general going into that spear unit. And an all-out cavalry engagement is just breaking loose on our left flank here. Thank God they didn't push our right. But with luck, they do manage to fixate on the camel warriors, allowing our mounted skirmishers to do damage to their rear. And I don't actually know. I do believe the camel warriors, while being a tier less, are better than the Lockman scouts in melee, which is a big plus. But we're immediately going to deploy our Razgar to the front line, as we need all the help we can get, as our left flank is really getting focused down. And indeed they are. They are trying to engage our general with what few ranged units they have. Speaking of theirs, though, he's engaged in the massive camel fight going on down here. Thankfully, our reinforcements did arrive with another mounted skirmisher unit. And unfortunately, our general is being targeted by a million hurlers, and he doesn't even have a shield. As brave as Tenzin is, unfortunately, they are not doing too hot. Yeah, the amount of, and with it, yes, Tenzin dies. They focus fired our general into oblivion, and at this rate, I thought this was a hell of a mistake. But our army holds true. We are maintaining the fight, and at this rate, we're sending what infantry we have left around the flanks to chase off their melee and get around the few surviving Lockmid forces that they have. Starting with our far swordsmen, using the best of their ability with their huge melee attack. We're going to devastate these spearmen. And the same goes down here. We're targeting what remains of these units. We're going to engage them where we can. But thankfully, a lot of our scouts are free, and a lot of our cavalry, or camelry, I should say, are alive, and they're going to chase down the mercenary onagers and deal with the hurlers, as we need to take the pressure off of our infantry. Thankfully, the garrison did show up, so we are getting a little bit of assistance from them. I love the slow charges in Attila. It is kind of hilarious. Jesus Christ. But we are going to engage the desert tribesmen. And our hurlers are going to really tip the scale in our favor here, as our main line does its best to hold as well. We are into their rear line, though, thankfully, and their onagers are... One is all out of ammunition, and the other one we killed before they ran out. And now we're going to focus on their Armenian slingers.
Enemy units have been rallied.
We have broken most of their infantry. All that remains really is their general and this unit up here of desert tribesmen. It was a costly attack. And we once again lost another general. We really need to get some... We learned our lesson. Our general cannot partake in battles when the ranged units are allowed to free fire, because they're going to target our general. And with the death of their general, the army does rout. An extremely costly victory. While the siege was broken, it was at a hell of a cost. Losing our general is not good. We do have to station. Thankfully, we do have plenty of troops to do so with, at least. And let's grab Silko here. And hope he doesn't mind being put on the front line, which does give us a immediate new force.
Ready for orders.
I didn't mean to do that. There are 2 mercenary units still available.
Ready for battle.
Yeah, killing Jaffna will send the Lockmids packing.
Ready for orders.
We should be able to slaughter them.
Cowards.
Yeah. Get them off our land.
We fight for you, my lord. Set up the watch.
Move back to here. That's a good one to get. And oh yeah, Eastern Turncoat, yes. So we got 4 spears to them. Our cav did really good. I want, with how much cavalry they're bringing on us, we just need more. We need more and more cav.
Are you ready to serve?
It's just insane how much they're pushing us. It is kind of crazy.
Ready for battle.
We need 6k or 300 more if we were to try and do that. We could get the bazaar. That would hurt us. The bazaar would make us a good bit of money, though. Way more than the courthouse will, and everything else is locked behind tech trees. 3 turns until we can start making a bit more dough, though. We did get the wheat field, so food is solved over here, which is great. One more turn until we get the levy camp, and we might be able to level that up. So yeah, let's get the bazaar.
My lord.
It says we can build, but we clearly can't.
At your command. Ready for battle.
If I had to guess, they're going to turn around. Conquest, religious instability, difficulty, taxes. Yeah, it's going to be hard to hold this province down no matter what we do. 5 turns. We could abandon it and try to take Dumathu. Ooh, do we try to do, or do we try to move to Hira?
Ready for orders.
So we want them to hit us. We have to be in fortified stance for this to be successful. And we're not going to assign a governor because we did that last time, and that's how we lost 2 of our children, leaving us with only 1 viable heir. We're gonna learn from that. Until Yathrib is defended in an actual city, it doesn't need a governor. Sheesh. Should have seen that coming a mile away, but oh well. So Lockmids are going to move to Hero. They're going to need to recruit a new force, which won't take them long. It's going to take them like maybe 2 turns, and they are coming for us, and they're going to fortify. I'm fine with that. I don't care. What we could do is potentially march closer to them and fortify to draw them out. Maybe they'll attack us in a fortified stance. I doubt it due to the amount of cav they have, and they could just circumvent us. But, I mean, we kind of need to be quick, because I don't think Yathrib is going to be anything more than a dirt pile. And they're going to make their way back to Ottoman again. How much longer until they are, like, not a threat? We're going to have to build a fleet to destroy them, I feel like. A bad omen in Yathrib. Yeah, I mean, understandable, truly. Like, really, it is understandable.
My words are yours to direct, making my way.
We're actually solid Christianity here. Let's just...
At your service.
I guess just deploy.
Sadly, I cannot do as you ask.
I didn't see anyone make their way there. Yeah, they're going to be recruiting.
Treading softly.
Okay.
As you command.
Let's move that way. Alright, yeah, they recruited mainly a mercenary force. We've got Tor warrior elites now. We need to get this. I hate that most of this tech is locked behind a money wall. Go for that.
We fight for you, my lord.
Okay. Let's try to bait them. They probably could just go around us. But if they go around us, they are stuck. It's literally not even a settlement.
My lord. We fight for you, my lord. Get the stakes up.
Yeah, if they lock themselves in Yathrib, it's fine. It's not even a settlement.
Ready for orders.
Alright, we do have a sizable force over here. They have a 12 stack. They're gonna have that pretty
My lord.
well endowed. Let's just do this one at a time. Well, let's commit. I think our cav is fine.
A noble cause
Um,
requires noble men.
They have no armor. They have some armor at least.
Our lord needs
Let's grab that. They cannot make it this turn.
How can I serve you?
We have no money. In 2 turns, we'll have a bit more money.
How can I?
So that's fine.
ready for battle.
Oh my god, yeah, why? Why would you get Desert Tribesmen? That building is unlocked to us, though. And that one, yeah, once again, we're just gonna need more money.
We fight for you, my lord.
But we need to use our armies. That bit is undeniable. We just have to. They're draining our economy. Man, for how expensive they are, they don't feel like they're that expensive when it comes to their skill set. Or perhaps I'm using them wrong. Maybe every battle has been harder because of me. But we have come back. We're not dead. Arabia Felix is still ours. And we've beaten back the horde of the East. For how long, I do not know, but... Yeah, I figured. Okay. Oh, we took both of them. They died. They both killed each other. Damn. Alright, the Sassanids are gonna run. Man, I think we need to fortify our way through and take settlements. Yathrib is so expensive to develop, it's not gonna ever... We're not gonna have 5 turns of independent development. And yeah, okay, that should give us enough insight to be able to see what they're doing. Alright, and it looks like they're actually doing the same thing. The army did move back. Ooh, we could do a naval invasion on Hermosia. But that would expose our port. But... yeah, enemy damage close to burning, they will heal on their own. Yes. Alright, what do they got? Okay, so they have recruited some mercenaries. You will fall if we don't do anything. With Xena here. Or Oasis. With Xena. The Desert Snakes.
Ready for orders.
And that is the best you're gonna get. But thankfully, it's a lot of boats.
We fight for you.
A crap ton of boats. What do you look like? Eastern boatman. Alright, you're not the strongest, that's for sure.
Ready for battle.
That is tempting. That is very tempting to try and take Hermosia. But we don't know where that army went. But imagine, if we take Hermosia, if we can defeat that main army, we could theoretically eliminate Makran and push them out of the fight entirely.
How may I serve you? Your orders, my lord.
Right, so they're going to be Calf.
As you command.
And there's their fleet, which cannot make it.
A man is... At your service. My journey begins.
Right, and that army went that way, I think. Yeah, Yathrib, but I think we're going to abandon Yathrib again.
We fight for you, my lord.
We're trying to take Dusuma.
March! Get the fortification.
This is risky. This is very risky, but we're going to try and fortify our way to Dusuma and take it. Meanwhile, we're not making anything. They're on their way out, though.
Ready for orders.
I kind of want to risk it. I kind of want to try to take Harmosia. We could do a naval invasion this turn. Okay, so there is... Wait, there is... What appear... Maybe it's their army. Or it's their garrison and their fleet. You know what? I don't care. We're not gonna learn our lesson. Ooh, shoot. Wait. Damn. Is that gonna be enough to hold against a actual fleet? I don't know. I really don't.
Your orders, my lord?
I would really love to take Harmosia down, though. But we shall wait.
Ships to port.
As much as I don't want to, we shall wait and see what happens.
You, my lord.
Tim, the governor, you definitely don't need that. I would do public order. Let's just do the research rate, and I'm sure wealth. Never mind. Keep that. Increase his authority and recruitment capacity. Get one more turn in there. Shoo-wee, everybody, shoo-wee. I am kind of worried about Edamon's defense. I figured we'd have a better mercenary stock by now, but we definitely did not. Excuse me. Okay, they are gonna come... Wow, they really... They're trying. Alright. Well, let's get one more battle in today's episode and kill more Sassanids. Welcome everybody to another defensive siege of Omana as the Sassanid invasion force makes their way to the coast. And our brave defenders are going to do everything they can to stop the enemy. A lot of good hurler action going on there. And they did have some cav, but we were making very quick work of their cavalry contingents over here with our... Is this really how big camels are compared to horses? Because Jesus Christ, yeah, no wonder they scare horses. That man is that man is sitting a whole like person higher than the horse riders. Jesus. But we're gonna very quickly deal with them. We're gonna send one desert mounted skirmisher to go catch this onager before it becomes a problem. But their fleet is going to line up and prepare a massive assault. Thankfully, they are fixated on landing on these 4 spots, meaning they can only land 4 units at a time.
Excellent.
And they're not going to try and do this. And one of their most impactful units are going to be the multiple artillery crews that they've got over here, laying waste to our infantry, yeah. But we do have a full stack here and a lot of troops in reserve. And a new general to lead the army. Our third in the last, 3 years? He's looking extremely young. Go figure, considering all of his counterparts, aged or not, have withered away and died in the battles.
Broken and running for their lives.
But we are thankfully stopping them at the beaches with some of our cav and our infantry dealing with, right now actually dealing with their general unit. Trying to get an early kill on the general, but he is pretty protected in the center there. And his bodyguard is putting up a good defense against the enemy. Ooh, right to the face, damn. Gonna send in our hurlers that don't have any ammo into the fray to try to break that unit and get that kill. As they are gonna try to rout. We want to make sure we stop them from getting any sort of real landing going. We continue to break and wait for them. This was probably the worst part of the battle, was consistently waiting for the waves upon waves of enemy.
Our men run from the enemy.
I didn't realize that in the gameplay. One boat apparently is getting stuck and they just managed to hike it over. I love Attila. The eastern boatmen getting off here. Ship landings do look really cool. I think I like Omar in Rome too, but that would definitely break your legs. I don't know, maybe not. I definitely don't think he'd be landing like that. I don't think he'd be landing like that. Maybe down here. Here is fine. Here is okay, but y'all, up here, really? I don't think so. But back to the action, we have actually sallied out and we're dealing with some of the units over here. Using a lot of our skirmishers to fill the numbers gap when we need them to. Hopefully to overwhelm the enemy. Get them committed so that we can consistently use our desert raiders to do these hammer anvil tactics. Which, upon fighting the battles of today's episode, has made me realize something that I've forgotten while playing this game so far. Vanilla Attila. Land battles are just inherently brutal, especially against cavalry. And Attila, cavalry is king. I mean, it's almost in every Total War. But it's abundantly clear in this series so far. If you do not have cav, you are mistaken. Except when it comes to siege battles, when you can get them into these narrow, hard to pathfind spaces where we are going to have the upper hand with our infantry. And that's something we're going to have to pay a little bit more attention to in the coming episodes, is using our strengths, using our weak desert spearmen until we get the Raz or the Tor warriors to hold. Along with it, just matching the enemy for their commitment to cav. If that means we have to have 8 camel warriors in an army, that means we have to have 8 camel warriors in an army. Thankfully, the onagers are primarily targeting our desert hurlers that are out of ammo, and not like important units like the camel warriors.
Throw down their weapons and are fleeing.
The reason they do look weird. Camels do, in general. They are focusing, unfortunately, on our desert spears, which I did not realize until today's episode just how weak desert spears are. To be classified as heavy spear infantry is rough. But we are going to aid them out with our camel warriors who do not slack. They got high health, they're excellent attack against cav. All around, camel warriors, tier 1, they're going to be a mainstay. We need more camel warriors.
Our men return to the fight.
With that, in the next episode, I might try to review our composition. Less spears, more camels, more mounted skirmishers, hurlers, and maybe a strong center core of Raz or Far swordsmen, and maybe a couple of spear units, just to combat the cav in a settlement battle. Other than that, though, because you still need an infantry unit to beat them back. But yeah, these eastern boatmen, 50 melee attack. Jesus Christ. They will chew through desert spears. And a lot of the units you can see are skirmishers now that we are going to We're trying to make use of our camels here, but they are keeping us away, unfortunately, with the Persian levies. Doing a good bit of damage. A lot of their ships are staying in the back, though. Especially since 2 of the boats have made landfall. My bad, 1 boat. The other one is actually leaving. 1 boat's made landfall, and it's not going anywhere. We do desperately lose a... unfortunately, 2 of our camel warriors do get really beaten down. All of our scouts are still pretty good. And using one of them very effectively to deal with the any infantry that engages our spear line. So perhaps that it. Maybe we need to adapt the tactics of Arabia, where it's guerrilla warfare, heavy hitting, fast moving cav. If that is the case, though, I really wish our general could be on a cav unit instead of heavy spear unit with pretty low stats, honestly. Now that I'm looking at it, melee defense of 45 is okay. That attack is horrible. I love them doing a little dance here because they're being targeted by a unit. We did break that unit, though, and they're sitting around what remains of their force, which is not much. And with that, I think we're pretty low. Yeah, they're boat crews here. Yeah, we are going to use our camel warriors to start chasing down the enemy here. Which, if they do get their slings off, it is going to hurt us a lot, as you can see. Yeah, there is a hurler unit somewhere hitting our men. Oh, they're over there. That's smart on the AI side. They've got hurlers over here covering their beach landing. That wasn't planned by the AI, but it works out in their favor. Meanwhile, we are going to sally out and engage just this blob of ranged units here. Utterly defeating the enemy here and starting to encircle them with what forces we have. The one unit a Desert Spear can actually win against. Some weakened hurlers. I do enjoy the kill animations. Very nice.
Enemy troops are at the walls.
And with it, we've now encircled the last clump of enemies. As they do try to make their way through our huge camel warriors, our flanking force is right around the corner. And with that, we are going to get into their rear. And as you can see, we are pouring through. And with that, the second defense of Omana is a success, and the Sassanids have once again been pushed back. But we definitely learned a lot in this this battle, and come next episode, I need to remember those lessons. Another victory under our belt, everybody. That's what I'm going to call today's episode. And finally, we're not really on the brink of destruction. I do apologize about the barking, but we're still not off the edge. But let's find out what happens in the next episode. But until then, I've been your host, Salty, and my co-host, Winston, and we will catch you there. Peace out, everybody.